Where am I getting audio input from? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bahrain GP, our second race in season 3 of the Bwoah Racing League. We're currently waiting for all the drivers to lobby up and we'll be starting in no time. Obviously, one of the clear differences between the first race and this one is that a lot of drivers have switched teams just to make it fair throughout the grid, and we've possibly got a full racing grid. So yep, our race leader, our leaderboard, topper Rusty Nish is now in McLaren, and McLaren are leading the constructor leaderboards as well. And yep, this one's gonna be quite the race. Under the lights, it's a night race, and the first turn is a right-hander, which is gonna be super interesting to see. 15 turns throughout the circuit, lot of gravel traps, lot of run-off areas, absolute. Look, I said carnage the last time, then I realized, it may not be as appropriate as one might think. So let's see, let's wait. If you all are just joining us, Bahrain GP, let us know why you're here. It's something we really want to know always is, which driver convinced you to watch this, why are you watching this. If you're a new person to Formula One itself, this could be a motivation to actually follow the real Formula One races, which are going to start in a month's time, and they're starting off in Austria. So yep, team to look out for sure is the Renault team. Gauts used to be in the Mercedes. He wasn't too happy to switch to Renault, and he's alongside with Mr. Wex, who was in the Toro Rosso. Unfortunate race for him in Australia, where he did not finish because of a crash in turn 1 with all the mix-up, as well as a crash leading on in between on the third lap. So yeah, if y'all haven't watched, y'all can go check out our post-race chat with the podium finishers. As usual, we will be doing it today as well. Lot of post-race penalties to previous race. Hopefully we have less of that this time. Also, we go on Instagram live with our fastest lap setter. Last time it was Thunderbird not Thunderbird, my bad. It was Drunken Monkey from the Racing Point. He had some interesting things to say to the Ferrari boys. He had quite the race, went up and down the grid multiple times with the pit stops and a couple of shunts here and there. And yeah, he pretty much said, the Ferrari boys had a lot to do with that. It'll be interesting to see now, because Ferrari boys aren't Ferrari boys anymore. They've switched teams, and a lot of competitiveness has gone back to the midfield. So yeah, midfield podium, a Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull podium. Let's see. Those of you all joining right now, this is the Bahrain GP of the Bwoah Racing League. We will be starting in a while. They're racing drivers, gotta give them time. Yep, let's just take a look at the grid itself. We've got KDB in the Williams, Srivatsan 10 in the Ferrari, UK in the Haas, Rusty Nish in the McLaren, Sethuram C, who's now Sethu RC 18, made my job easier for sure, in the Haas, Gauts in the Renault, Drunken Monkey stays in the Racing Point, Thunderbird in the Toro Rosso, Accelerate in the Toro Rosso, Vix 356 in the Racing Point, Big Man Joe in the Alfa Romeo Racing, Thor in the Williams, Mr. Wex in the Renault, Cygnus Raghavan, Red Bull Racing, D. Avocado, Ferrari, Freeze in the Mercedes AMG Petronas, DS Aditya in the McLaren. Yeah, that's me, the Taxter, aka Sarthak Ayappa, your commentator for this race and for the rest of the season. Williams. And we are off. Let's do it. Bahrain GP shock qualifying. Now, qualifying is the stage where each driver is allowed to set times. They come out for an out lap, look at how the circuit is. A couple of them are, they don't play much. So they're getting the feel of the circuit, the corners, the car, and they've got 18 minutes to set the fastest time possible, and that will basically set their grid position for the race. So let's go. Last time we missed short qualifying due to a huge technical error, which is super unfortunate. Today we are here early. Yep, Racing a Ticket is number 1 for us too in Bwoah Racing League. As you could see, the stewards had quite a lot of decisions to make post-race because of a lot of people who made questionable moves throughout. Short qualifying, I'll be interested to see who will be up on right away. Last time it was Sick Nick, everybody in the pits. Okay, let me just give you all your experience. Let's see. And yep. Who do y'all think will set the fastest lap? Drop your predictions in the chat right away. Why are y'all here? Which driver are you here to support? You can hear those cars well up in the pits. And I think the Ferrari is about to go out. Yep. And so does the Mercedes AMG. Everybody's coming out. The Avocado is to rear Ferrari out. The third driver out already. Oh, they're all coming out on the pits, all on their out lap. 17 minutes left. This is going to be incredibly amazing considering Bahrain is this track with 15 turns, a lot of long straights, very quick corners as well. So you can expect a lot of these drivers going full throttle most of the time. Vix 356. Let's see how he puts himself today. He had a lot of opinions on the post-race penalties given to him in Australia. He hoped to better himself this race, possibly a podium. Him and his teammate are really close. They're really competitive as well. It'll be interesting to see how they fare as a team. That's not something you see in the outlap. Crowd's still in the pits. Watson 10 to rear Ferrari. Had an impressive finish last time around. Give Ferrari the lead it needed until Rusty Nish moved to McLaren. Let's look at our leaderboard. Topper. He's got a new teammate, DS Aditya, who wasn't there for the Australian GP. Heard a lot of good things about it. Ooh, spoke too soon, huh? Commentators first hitting already. Cygnus Raghavan of the Red Bull. I'm really fascinated at how these guys are super involved in racing. Like, I'm pretty sure most of y'all, or maybe not most of y'all, but there are some people out there who dismiss the fact that esports, gaming, it's just a game. But the amount of homework that goes into practice, understanding which strategy is better, everything counts. Everybody's slowly finishing their out lap. Let's see who will be the first one to settle lap. Accelerate. Nice chap, Toro Rosso. UK is the AI race for him in Australia. Oh, he's here to race. He's a formidable driver is what I've heard. Let's see, I haven't seen him race, so looking forward to it. 69, number 69 in the Haas. Thor in the Williams. Really like the livery though. KDB, his teammate in the Williams as well. He was on the podium the last time. Considering he's in the Williams, do you all think he can be in the podium again? I'm pretty sure he does. I don't think any kind of motivation, and rightfully so. 1 minute 30 seconds for 9:22. KDB has set the first time of the Bahrain GP qualifying. The avocado sets 4 seconds off of the race the quali leader. Freeze up in a provisional P2. 1 minute 31 seconds, .087. RC18 is on top with the Haas. Takes KDB's spot. Everybody on a flag lap though. That's what I want to know. They're on board Big Man Joe, the Alfa Romeo racing car. And he sets a 1 minute 32.820. Looking forward to... No. I'm pretty sure everyone's looking forward to put themselves in the front row. Thunderbird just set himself for a decent lap with 1 minute 30 seconds for 5.82. Big Man Joe's off into another one. Gonna try and beat Thunderbird. Let's go around the Bahrain International Circuit with Big Man Joe and the Alfa Romeo car. Beautiful love stories here. Absolutely love them. Perfect. Positioning the car perfectly. Got DRS. And straight, main straight. Gouts just set a 1 minute 32.577. Rusty Nish better that time, 1 minute 31.538. Watson up. Accelerate just set the fastest time, 1 minute 30.279. Putting him in provisional pole. 12 minutes left in short qualifying here at Bahrain. Both the Williams? No, one Williams and one Toro Rosso. Not bad. This man was try the animation there in the final corner. So he's going for another lap, another fast lap. A fast lap is when a driver is trying to set his fastest time to have a formidable grid position in the race. The out lap is when they're just out of the pits, they gain the feel for the car in short qualifying. And in lap is when they're going back into the pits just to look at a little bit of data, just to come out in the right moment where there's not a lot of traffic, which means there are not a lot of cars on track, giving them a free space to just set the fastest time possible. And if you have the biggest question that comes up among people who don't watch Formula 1 is, what if a car actually hinders another car's fastest lap? Clearly they'll be awarded a penalty for that. That's why you see drivers lose way to other drivers on their fast lap. Beautiful hit at the limit. Big Man Joe, let's see. Everybody stay nice and easy, accelerate up in provisional pole. 30 seconds, .279 is the time to beat. Thunderbird in the Toro Rosso. Nice to see the Williams, likes of the teams like Williams, Toro Rosso up in the front row positions. Ooh, Setu Ramsey has a flightless grid penalty for a collision with KDB. He's gone into the pits, rightfully so. The Haas, the black and gold Haas. Well, will we see the pair on the grid? Ooh. Always nice to see teammates rolling on the grid. The circuit for America. Everyone set a time except Wix 356 DS Aditya. and Signature Dragoman in UK, because UK is just getting into the fields of the car. It's the first race of the season for him. He's gonna want to be on pole. Anyone would want to be on pole. Both the racing points steaming. The pink, blue, and white racing points. They set a lap. Drunken Monkey set a lap already. 1 minute 31.08.320. And surprisingly, Rustinish on the mediums. Drunken Monkey on the hubs. So a little bit about tire strategy, which I will get into during the race. Considering it is Bahrain and a 29 lap race, you're gonna see a lot of people, try and conserve their tires, which basically means to make sure there isn't as much degradation and they can actually go better in it. Of course, there will be pit stops. I'll give you a much better idea once the race starts. Collision with Mr. Wax Thunderbird gets a penalty. Everybody's take it easy, no one saying a fast lap. Lot of the drivers back into the pits. 8 minutes to go in short qualifying at the Bahrain GP of the BRL. Ooh, someone's off there. Ooh, yep, it's the Red Bull. It was the Red Bull. Signature Dragoman. Fortunate off, he hasn't even set the time yet. So if you want him to do that. Drunken Monkey just set the fastest lap of this qualified 1 minute 30.050 time to be beaten. Told you all, these racing point drivers are really in the mood to show the rest of the grid that they deserve to be on top. And like I said, UK in this first race of the season, this first qualifying of the season, it's just set the fastest lap, a 1 minute 29.171. So of course, 7 minutes to go. Will he hold on to it? Kind of unlikely, considering all the front runners are still in the pits. They're gonna come out. Ooh, he slides. Ooh, this was really unfortunate for Freeze. Trying to get back on track. He hasn't. Yep, he's back. Ooh, almost lost it again. Ooh, he's losing it. Not a great try. DRS will be able to push it. The Mercedes AMG UK still holds provisional pole. 6 minutes to go. It's short quali. Anything is possible. A lot of the front runners still haven't put their best lap, in my opinion. They're all coming out. They're all coming out. Yep, half the grid is out on the out lap. Out lap is when the drivers are getting the fuel for the car, getting themselves ready for the fast lap, which is going to determine the fastest lap in short qualifying. Mercedes AMG Freeze is in the pits. He's going to spend some time there. All the front runners are in the pits. Top 3 in the pits. Accelerates out. Russell, his teammate Thunderbird in P6, provisional P6. DRS. So in the most robust way of explaining DRS to everybody, DRS is when the rear wing of the car opens up, and it's notoriously called the letterbox, which gives them much more downforce and lets them go quicker. Formula One fanatics and pundits, if that was a horrible, robust definition of DRS, please don't hate. We are all here because we love racing. Let's enjoy the race. Okay, still has that provisional pole. The pit's chilling. Setu on C18 just bettered his lap. He's up in a position 2-6, 1 minute 30.506. Sector 2 has a yellow flag. Mr. Wex in the Renault, he was kind of excited, new car, a different car compared to the Toro Rosso. Unfortunate Australian GP race. Yep. Him and his teammate were going on quite well before the qualifying started. I was on the radio with them, the commentators section. They had a lot to say, and I asked them, would you mind if I had my mic on throughout the race and you had me yelling in your ears? And they were like, okay, thank you very much, that's not happening. Ooh, the Williams was off, and Mr. Wex himself had an issue. He has got DRS. Yep, and he takes it. Okay, what is wrong with Drunken Monkey? He is having issues. Wrestling with the car. Take it easy, monkey. Take it easy, buddy. DRS Srivatsan, flying lap, yep. The corner, got no one in front of me. This is the most ideal situation where you're trying to set a fast lap. Don't want anybody screwing up your corner, your corners, and the entire fast lap for the marathon. 1 minute 29.171, UK better this time. That's the time to beat. And Srivatsan goes a little bit off into the runoff areas. He's going to still push hard. He's going to try to get fastest lap possible. Considering it is a Ferrari and the main, straight line speed of a Ferrari is pretty impressive. He was off there. It was a harsh. He's come to a stop. They're all flying lap. Srivatsan 10 on a flying lap. 1 minute 30.232. He's off into another one, so that's a good thing. He's going to try and put himself on the front row. He's got DRS. That just came out. It's a Williams. One in the Toro Rosso, and everyone's been running off at this particular corner in sector 2. And freeze 1 minute 30.199. Drunken Monkey seems to be okay, but you don't go that slow, even if it's short qualifying. He's definitely got an issue. He's nursing the car back or something. Yep. Doing not good. Yep. Okay, no bike. You shouldn't be swaying. One of the main things you can get a penalty for is swaying on track. And Drunken Monkey has come to a stop. Nope, he's trying. Okay. Seems like he's back. I don't think that was appropriate of him, but seems like his car's back. He's got control, and he's gonna try and set his fast lap for this session. Yep. Seems like he had no issue at all. Why did he come to a stop then? Are the stewards going to take a look at it? Post qualifying, post race? See about that. DRS. Into the corner he goes. And yep, that's a wrap for qualifying. UK takes provisional pole as of now, accelerating provisional P2. Mr. Wex in provisional P3. Drunken Monkey's on a fast lap, so anything is possible. So is Srivatsan 10, who's in a Ferrari. with the Ferrari speed, there's a huge chance we could see him in the front row. Caterham C18, also a quick driver. There's a huge chance he too can be a competitor for the front row. A lot of the drivers still yet to finish their one last try at setting the fastest times here at qualifying. We're on board Drunken Monkey, who is zipping through the circuit of Bahrain under the lights. This is one out of the two races amongst our other races. Our night race is Big Man Joe up into provisional P2. Set himself to do some time there. Put himself on the front row. Drunken Monkey comes off stage P5. Fortunately, let's see Watson 10. His last chance. Ooh, okay. Nope. Doesn't seem like he'll be able to better his time, but let's see. Caterham C18. Right there, he comes out the last corner. KDB just finished, so Caterham C18, and that's a wrap for qualifying. Everybody stays the same in terms of Caterham C and KDB. UK is in pole in the Haas. Big Man Joe gets P2 once again, just as he did in Australia. Accelerate in the Williams in P3. Good job. Fantastic. Beautiful. The Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix, the Bwoah Racing League. As you all can see, penalties wise, Thunderbird was slapped with one, so was Caterham C18. UK in pole, Big Man Joe in P2. Accelerate will start on the second row of the grid in the Toro Rosso. Said Williams, not bad. Toro Rosso with his teammate all the way down in P7. Freeze in the Mercedes AMG in P6. Drunken Monkey in P5. Mr. Wex in P4. He's going to be incredibly happy with that position, considering that ill fate he had in the previous race. Caterham C18 in the Haas in P9, so on and so forth. It's the Bahrain Grand Prix. So if y'all are watching, there's a huge chance you're here for a driver, or you're here for Formula 1 itself. So why don't y'all go ahead, mention in the chat who you would like to see win this race, before I get into the strategies and get y'all really educated about the Formula 1 tech side. Session starts in 10 seconds. Yep, we're ready to go. 2, 1. And lights out. Away we go. Boys are going for it. Turn 1's gonna be incredibly awesome. Let's see what happens. Alfa Romeo up into the lead. Yep, Big Man Joe takes the lead. Ooh, he's off. Accelerator goes off there. UK's dropping places, positions. He's out of the runoff area. Ooh, look at those beautiful F1 cars teaming ahead. Everyone's trying to hold their position. Oh, he's off. There's a McLaren in the mix there. Not ideal. Rustinish and DS Aditya touched. Double teammates touched. All the way in P13 and P14. Not ideal one bit. So going all the way in P16. Caterham C climbing the grid. Close wheel to wheel. Ferrari's not even on track, he's beyond track limits back there. Oh, he's off, he's off. Not convenient for Srivatsan 10, not one bit. Both the horses trying to get ahead, stay ahead of each other. 3-second time penalty for DS Aditya, rightfully so. Big Man Joe takes a comfortable the lead. He just set the fastest lap in the Alfa Romeo Racing. Oh, we thought going off DS Aditya and finding it really difficult in the McLaren. Not ideal considering it's his first race. Let's look at our race leader. He's got quite the gap too. On board, Big Man Joe. Mr. Wex up into P2. Fantastic, made up 2 positions. Accelerate had quite the start. Oh, not in a good way too. Considering the fact he was on the second row. Mr. Wex made capitalize on that position for sure. Ooh, Donkey Monkey going off a bit. Not bad, but no one actually attempted to overtake him considering his formidable vehicles. In the mirror, as you can see, Accelerate closing up. And Drunken Monkey, who was wrestling with this car in qualifying, seems to be wrestling in race too. Pushing nonetheless, convenient position. So right now, Big Man Joe leads the race with Mr. Wex in the Renault right behind him. Ooh, getting real close. Uncle Monkey's getting real close. Take the wide window. Race control has set DRS enabled. He's taking slipstream off of Mr. Wex. He's going to dive down the inside. And will he take the position? Into the corner they go. Wheel to wheel. Nope, Mr. Wex holds his own pretty well. Steaming ahead, Big Man Joe. Convenient race lead for him. Dives down the inside once again, Drunken Monkey, and he will not make any mistakes this time. He'll keep that position. P2, up into P2. Mr. Wex loses the position. But still, P3. And considering the race strategies, considering that there are only 3 laps done into the race, severe collision with 3 watts in 10. Safety gets a penalty there. Out even before 5 laps of the race. That's proof enough what a race this is yet to turn out to be. Ooh, he's not having a great day. 3 watts in 10. Not a great day for him. Or one bit. Race 356 has made 2 positions. The Williams has overtaken 3 watts in 10. Thor ahead. McLaren's going to try and make his move now. DS Aditya. Shivatsen 10 trying to come back. He's going to try and take that position back from Thor. Nope, Thor seems to be pulling away. Ooh, McLaren touch. Did they touch? Of course. These 4 cars are incredibly close. Avocado, DS Aditya, Shivatsen 10, and Thor. He dives down the inside. Oh, he touches the Williams. DS Aditya touches the Williams while trying to go around the inside. 3 watts in 10 into the pits. Avocado makes the overtake of DS Aditya. 3 watts in 10 trying to hold on. DS Aditya goes into the inside. Oh, they're going wheel to wheel. A bit of shunts here and there, but DS Aditya can't seem to hold on to his position. Avocado takes P11. Serum C18. 4 positions made up. The Racing Point and the Mercedes AMG seem to be fighting it out here for P6, P7. Again, they go off. That corner catching everybody off guard. Everybody seems to go off in that corner. Mercedes AMG frees. He's going to try and dive. Nope. He holds his position. Race 356 doing quite the job holding on to that P7 position. While his teammate, Drunken Monkey, in P2, 2-second lead from Big Man Joe. He's making it up. You could see him fighting it off. Let's take a look at what strategies these boys are at. UK with the 1 minute 34.171 has set the fastest lap of this race so far. 5 laps up. The start was quite the start, to say the least. Big Man Joe in the race lead. Drunken Monkey in P2 for now. Accelerate has come back to take his position of P3. Mr. Wex into the pits. In the pits right now, both Accelerate and Mr. Wex. Up there. They're holding their position. Okay, my bad. Now let's take a look at their tires. Mediums. They're on the mediums. Big Man Joe and Drunken Monkey. We're on both Mr. Wex's Renault P4 where he started. KDB in the Williams. He's holding on to his position. So Big Man Joe and Drunken Monkey are on the medium, so they're gonna try and go long distance. So yeah, DS Aditya clearly 5-second time penalty or 3-second time penalty after multiple warnings off. You will see a lot of these cars a lot of these drivers use the runoff areas, so it's quite convenient here in Bahrain. They will be slapped with penalties. They go beyond race limits multiple times. Accelerate just set the fastest time with 1 minute 33.981 in the Toro Rosso. So strategies, most of them are on mediums or hards, which means they're going for long distance. They're probably on the one-stop strategy, which lets them, which basically means they have to look after they don't have to look after their tires as much, considering those are long stint tires, but of course for optimum positions in the race, they have to take care and keep looking at tire degradation. And over at softs, the ones on softs, considering Accelerate, Mr. Wex in UK as well as KDB are on softs, their strategy is more of a two-stop where they'll be trying to set the fastest possible times all the time. Around the outside, he tries Vix 356, doesn't get the jump on KDB. If anything, he actually made the gap bigger. Or he's going to try and go the inside this time. Nope. He's not close enough. Not close enough. So like I said, the ones with soft tires will be trying to go as fast as possible, because in those two stops, the time they lose in those two stops, they will want to make up for in the race itself by being the quickest at every corner. And while I was explaining strategy to y'all, Vix 356 got the jump on KDB, while KDB went off in one of the corners. DRS enabled. Ooh, why did he go took the turn? Really? Nope. He can't get the jump on him. Nope. Meanwhile, UK seems to have dropped quite a bit in a P8. The man who started on pole is right now running in P9 with medium tires. He's looking at a one-stop race. The Avocado goes up into P9. It's been quite the race for him. Already 7 laps into the race, and it was quite the race. DS Aditya is fighting with Gouts. They're close friends in real life. He's going to take the slipstream. Gouts is going to dive the inside. Will he get... Oh, they touch. But he takes the position. Conveniently. Wonderful racing between friends. DS Aditya and Gouts. Oh, DS Aditya is going to try and go around the outside. Nope. He's going to try and dive down the inside. Do they touch? Yup, they shot. They touch. And he spun. He's lost part of his wings back there. DS Aditya, super unfortunate. He's going to try and wrestle the car back onto the track. Yep. KDB has retired from the session. Super unfortunate DNF for KDB. Yellow flag, virtual safety car. This might mix up quite a bit. So virtual safety car is when an actual safety car doesn't come on track, but indeed drivers have to slow down. No overtaking allowed. UK has left the session. What's happened there? Network issue. In a spectacular turn of events, as a couple of the cars, Rusty Nish Accelerator and Mr. Vex, are into the pits. They come out with soft tires. Accelerator has come out with hards. What's he up to? He was on the softs. Meanwhile, Racing Point, both the Racing Points are in P2 and P3 respectively. Big Man Joe has quite the competition right behind him. KDB with an unfortunate DNF. UK is back. Network issue for sure. DS Aditya. Questionable race, to say the least, but he's had interesting battles with other drivers, and the virtual safety car is no longer out. He's in the pits. He's coming out the pits. Yep. He had to switch the tires. He's in the mediums now. He's going to try and make this work to the end of the race. And out the pits he comes. Cygnus Raghavan in the main straight into turn 1. Drunken Monkey making quite the time up to Big Man Joe. He's going to be in striking distance in another couple of corners. Up to one, Big Man Joe seems real close than ever before to Drunken Monkey with his teammate 11 seconds off. So he doesn't have to worry about his teammate, but 3-second time penalty after multiple warnings from Gouch in the Renault, who's dropped down to P10. Watson 10 and P12 not ideal for the Ferraris either, while D Avocado, his teammate, has made up considerable positions and is in P7. They're on board Drunko Monkey, who's trying to get the jump of Big Man Joe. Big Man Joe just pulling away in the Alfa Romeo. Seems to have quite the pace. This was the corner which really gets drivers off. Nope, they don't go off. The DRS enabled. Not in range for slipstream as much. Makes 3.56. 3-second time penalty for Cygnus Raghavan. Makes 3.56 has no one in front of him, literally with that 11-second gap to Drunken Monkey. So Cygnus seems to have quite the pace with his teammate down in P15. That's not ideal for the leaders of the leaderboard. Got to accelerate 5 seconds out. Gets into that gravel trap a bit, but puts himself back on track. Yep, Mr. Wex, 3-second time penalty after multiple warnings. UK is dropping again. He's lost a position to Gouts in the Renault. Yep, they're battling it out here. It's the Ferrari and the Mercedes going to be battling it for P7. Mercedes AMG Freeze is close. He's going to try and get the jump in a couple of corners. Should be able to if he maintains the space. The Avocado got a 3-second time penalty too. This should play to the hands of the Mercedes team. Will he be able to attack him in turn 1? Yup. Will he take the inside? Nope, he doesn't. He's holding. He could have dived down the inside, but questionable things could have happened. He got the Renault Gouts behind by 3 seconds, so that's not an issue. The Avocado is holding his position pretty well against Freeze. He's trying to put the car in the most convenient position for him to have that jump on the Avocado. And he tries to go around the outside, doesn't work out for him. Does he lose a couple tenths of a second? Nope, he's only gaining. Oh, he goes off trying to battle the Avocado. The Avocado goes off too, and he gets the jump on the Avocado. Wonderful racing by the Ferrari and the Mercedes. Freeze will be super glad about that, considering he almost felt that he's gonna lose huge amounts of time to the Avocado while going off, while the Avocado went off at the following corner. Still trying to wrestle with that Mercedes. Ferrari has fallen back quite a bit. The Mercedes has stood away. Mr. Wex dropped down P6 in the softs. That's not something ideal considering the fact that he's on the softs. He needs to be pushing as hard as he can. Seems a bit lonely out there, doesn't it, Mr. Wex? Go down to the Toro Rosso Thunderbird. He's got Sri Watson 10 behind him. 1.5 second lead. Sri Watson 10 in the Ferrari should be able to be in striking distance in no time. Nope. Too much of a gap. Ooh, revs. The wild card, as I quoted him last time. In Australia, he made quite the climb up the grid. UK dropping down again. The avocado seems to have an issue with this. Yep, he went off and he was on track. Then he gets passed by his teammate too. He was up in the top 10, and with a series of issues, first by going off and pretty much lending the position freeze. Now he was almost on standstill on track. But the Ferrari is not their day clearly. Thor in the Williams back in P14 while his teammate has retired from the session DNF. Not great for the Williams team. Seems to have a little bit of pace. He's got DS Aditya way back, so he doesn't have anything to worry about on those lines. Cygnus Raghavan slow, steadily. In the Red Bull, but his teammate is up in P10. The 356 has 17-second gap to close. Not easy, while Drunken Monkey has fallen to P4 while he switched tires to the hards. So we'll see him do a longer sprint. No? Not going back into the pits unless there's a safety car situation. So if you'll notice in the Australian GP, drivers rushed into the pits when the safety car came out. At the end of the race, X356 into the pits. He's probably going to switch into hards. He's going to lose position to Rusty Dish, who's climbed up quite a bit. And medium's gone. No? Hards? Hards gone. Medium's come out, hards gone. Just like accelerate, yep. Mr. Wex in the softs don't seem like he is doing his best. And X256 in the hards just came out. Going to be pushing hard for a while now. Listen to that racing point. Make that corner in absolute style. Ooh. Sounding a little disappointing here, my favorite game. UK and P8. Mercedes is way ahead. He's there, but not in striking distance for sure. Meanwhile, Rusty Nish goes up into the race lead. Ooh, they're all close. The race leader P2, they're all close, super close. In fact, into the first corner, will anybody take the inside? Yup. Ooh, nice attempt by Drunken Monkey. Holds the car in position, making sure that he doesn't touch Big Man Joe and the Alfa Romeo. They're trying to get slipstream off of each other, and yup, Big Man Joe dives down the inside of Rusty Nish, and he will take the race lead once again. Oh no, Rusty Nish around the outside? No, tries but doesn't happen. And yup, goes around the outside. Drunken Monkey, will he take that position from Rusty Nish? Yup, he does too. Rusty Nish is going to try the inside line, wheel to wheel at Bahrain. Nope, Dragon Monkey conveniently takes the position back from Rusty Nish. Awfully close. Even Accelerate back in the Toro Rosso is in striking distance of the McLaren. Rusty Nish tried his hand, had the race lead, but just couldn't keep up with the pace of the Alfa Romeo. Big man Joe diving down, wheel to wheel in the straight. He will dive down the inside. Accelerate. Will he take the position from Rusty Nish? Yep, he does. Mr. Wex seems to have an issue. Accelerate takes P3. Rusty Nish falls down to P4. And he's on the mediums. Faster tires than the hards. Should have more pace, but clearly it's been degrading. It's 13 laps old. He will go into the pits. He's on a single stop strategy if I'm not wrong. Soon enough. Accelerate had dropped down quite a bit. Will we see wheel to wheel in the front row? Nope, he doesn't dive. Drunken Monkey doesn't dive. He's taking his time. He wants to get that jump on Big Man Joe at the right moment. So not even an inch of mistake is made. Big Man Joe holding his position pretty well. Revs. Pretty high revs. 5th gear. Could be. Go ahead. Doesn't feel like he's in striking distance. Accelerated off. Ditch 256, 15 second off Rusty Nish. That's quite the gap. UK could be in tracking distance of the Mercedes anytime soon. Yep. Will they go wheel to wheel? Not diving down the inside. UK is gonna try and take him, get the slipstream and dive down the inside at this corner. Does he? Nope, he didn't get the slipstream. Drunken Monkey just set the fastest lap of 1 minute 33.479 while trying to catch up to Big Man Joe, and like you can see, it's only 0.439 seconds off. That's almost half a second off of Big Man Joe. Yep, rightfully so. Into the inside. UK tries overtaking Freeze. Nope, didn't happen at the turn 1. He'll try taking slipstream again. Penultimate corner previously, and now into turn 1. He will dive down the inside and take that position. Wonderful racecraft by UK. Got considerable lead too. Yep, doesn't have to worry about Freeze anymore. That's good. Thunderbird was in the pits and he's out with the mediums. Following the Williams. With Gouts steaming behind him. Renault boys had quite the qualifying. Not an ideal start to the race. Mr. Wex is completely falling behind into P16, which is super unfortunate. Gouts in P12, not ideal one bit. Mr. Wex at the back of the grid. He's closer than ever, Drunken Monkey. Is he? Yep. Accelerate has a 3-second gap to close the Drunken Monkey. Not ideal. They're closing in. Drunken Monkey is closing in. Let's take a closer look. Big Man Joe holding on to that race lead pretty well. He'll be lapping the avocado any moment now. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3 Someone seems to be slowing down Thor. 3-second time penalty too. Ooh, they're closer than ever. And he dives down the inside. Schwarzentenner freeze. And yep, in the process, laps Mr. Wex. The Mercedes and Ferrari have been battling it out at Bahrain for quite some time now. Schwarzen trying to get that jump on freeze. Trying hard to get his position back. UK in P6, he's got quite the lead against freeze. He's gonna try and get on the inside of nope. He's gonna lap Signature Dragon now. So he's got Big 356 way in front, while Drunken Monkey set another fastest lap, a 1 minute 33 second point 250, and he did indeed make the jump and take the race lead from Big Man Joe. McLaren into the pits. He's got the softs on this time. Rusty Nish is gonna try and get the race lead no matter what, with around 10 laps to go. Rich 356 is in P4. This is inconvenient for the racing point, if you ask me. It will give them what they finish in P1 to P4. It will be fantastic for them based on the lines of the championship of the season. Lost to make up. Big Man Joe in P2 now. Lost race lead to Drunken Monkey. Got DRS. Drunken Monkey just pulling away. Surprising considering the fact that he's got an old. His hard tires are actually older than Big Man Joe by a lap. Currently UK with the oldest tires with 11 laps. Williams. I think we'll have Mr. Wex on our radio soon. Big Man Joe on the main straight. Mr. Wex at the end. Yes, Aditya called a position again. The avocado in P14. The Bwoah in P15. The back marker has been not a great race for them, clearly. Not a great race. Gets DRS. Drunken Monkey laps Thor. Big Man Joe gets closer than ever to Drunken Monkey. Try to hold on at that corner. Got almost a second close in with Drunken Monkey. Laps Thor as well. Accelerate way behind. With 356, 16 seconds to make up. Bigger gaps this race compared to Australia for sure, considering how this track is and the strategies involved. I'm pretty confident that in the last 5 laps of the race we're going to see the pack close up. Whenever consider, you got to consider the strategies. If someone's on the soft, they're going to be steaming ahead, like our man Rusty Nish right here. On the sauce, he's got to be pushing. I do not see him closing the gap to Wick 356, unfortunately. Seems to be off his pace quite a bit. Sector 3 yellow flag. Someone must have slowed down incredibly there. Ooh, both the horses are real close. Both the horses are real close. They're going to go wheel to wheel in the next corner in striking distance. UK is going to try and take the position from Sethuram C18. Soon, I saw him wiggling a bit with the car. He is steaming. Yep. He's pushing. He wants that position from his teammate. Of course, considering this is the Bwoah Racing League, we do not have managers. We do not have anybody calling team orders. UK takes that position conveniently from his teammate with the fresher tires. He cut the corner a bit. Oh, wheel to wheel. He nicks his teammate's wing. Must have put his teammate. Yep, teammate goes into the pits. He will. Rusty Nish did set the fastest lap. The Ferrari out. The Haas in. Sethuram C18. What's happening? serving his penalties, yeah. Serve his penalties, went in the pits and serve his penalties, and he's gonna come out in a position way off his teammate. Meanwhile, Yasmin should set the fastest lap owing to the softs he's running. DS Aditya is the only other person with softs on track right now. You should see him climbing up the group quite a bit right now. Renault Haas closing in. Sethuram C18, who just came out the pits with fresh medium tires, he's going to take the jump on Gouts. In the next lap, they're going to be taking the slipstream. They're going to go wheel to wheel any moment now. Does it go? Nope. Nope. Oh, they touch a little. Yep, they touch. Oh, they're touching a lot. Shunts. Wheel to wheel almost. The next corner is going to determine the position of P10. Who's going to take it around the outside? Gouts is gripping onto his position, making sure Sethuram C doesn't get that jump. He's got the pace. Will he be able to keep off the Haas? Going to try and take slipstream. Yup, he's going to dive around the inside. Gouts one, loses the position to Sethuram C18. Yep, he was on fresher tires. I don't think Gouts could have done anything about that. He was on the mediums, fresher tires. Oh, he's going again, takes the slipstream. Round the outside this time, Gouts. Going on the outside in turn one. Really tricky, really tricky. Highly unlikely you're going to get the position you're fighting for in situations like that. Got DRS. They're wheel to wheel. Holding on to the position pretty well, Sethuram C18. Gouts tries his best. What a battle between Haas and Renault here. The gap's only increasing between the two. Gouts on tire. The tires are having an effect on him for sure. The mediums is just that much of an increase in race pace for Sethuram C, and it's only one lap old, and Gouts is on a hard tire with 7 laps old. You can imagine the shortage of pace. It would have been completely different scenario if Gouts would have been on the softs. Yep. Here the strategies differ from driver to driver. 1.5 seconds off the race leader, Big Man Joe. 5-second time penalty for Wix 356. See, Watson 10 doesn't have Thunderbird in close proximity to be able to fight for position. He's all by himself there. Rusty Nish hasn't really made up the gap between him and Wix 356 after coming out for softs, even after 4 laps, even though he did set the fastest lap of this race so far. Wix 356 has made kind of an improvement. 1 second has been, closed on lines of the gap to accelerate. Yep, this is going to come down. There are 1 and 2 possibilities. As you can see, front runners Drunken Monkey, Big Man Joe, Accelerate have already made, considerable laps on their hard tires. 11 laps for Drunken Monkey, 10 laps for Big Man Joe, 15 laps for Accelerate. Doesn't put him in a, contention to the lead kind of position. So there's a huge chance at that. And given the fact that they do have pretty big gaps between them, could they go into the pits for a change of tires? Could they actually get softs fitted on and give the crowd an incredible last 2 laps of the Bahrain GP? We shall see. UK 17 seconds off Rusty Nish. Everybody's steaming. No one seems to be real close to their competitors except Gauts, who's closing in on 3 watts in 10. He should be able to dive into the lead or at least compete for the lead in another couple of corners. Meanwhile, Thor in the Williams also coming real close. Nope, he's going to be lapping. No, he's been lapped. Thor's recently been lapped. So for those of you who don't know, lapped refers to when a car has gone one whole lap ahead of its competitor. DS Aditya just been lapped by his teammate Rusty Nish. He's trying to unlap himself. This is not something you want to see with two of the drivers of the same team. He's trying to unlap himself. He's got to be real careful with this. Unfortunately couldn't. The avocado really expected to see him fighting for podium positions, considering his initial first lap launch into the top 5. Unfortunately had quite a bit of an issue mid-race and fell back quite a bit. Cygnus Raghavan has been at the back of the pack lately since the beginning, to be honest. Off the pace, not the ideal circuit for his car. Even though his teammate is up in P8. Ooh. Cheeky stuff on that curb. Cheeky stuff. Mr. Wex was in P2. Unfortunately, in the back of the grid right now. Race leader Drunken Monkey. He was and is the fastest lap setter of this race and of the Australian GP. So it will be super interesting to see him have him back on for the post-race chat. But anything is possible with 4 laps to go of the Bwoah Racing League Bahrain Grand Prix. Big Banjo's gonna push. Almost 2 seconds is the gap to be closed. Seems to be fine. Seems to be formidably fine. Vaccination, the softs does not see the gap being shortened. He did close in 3 seconds though, so that's good stuff. That's something you would expect on him in the softs. Until he was in the softs. That's only becoming bigger between Big Banjo and Monkey. 1 whole second right now. Accelerate, nowhere close. I don't want to jinx it, but a safety car, if the safety car came out right about now, let's say 1 or 2 laps from now, you'll see the whole pack close up. And podium finisher, that's anybody's guess then. But right now it's quite clear that Drunken Monkey has that pace. And he probably will finish this race P1, but Big Man Joe's making just closed up half a second. Is that Mr. Wex on the radio? Yes, Mr. Wex, tell us what happened back there. You were on top, you were in P2. Give us an idea, what went down?
We had lags in between, I dropped to P4 and then I just...
Oh, network issues caught you off guard. But what a start though for Renault. Both Gauts and you were like in the top 5 at one point in the beginning of the race. Yep. Yes. Unfortunate, second race at the back of the pack again. Oh, yeah. Good talk to you, boy. Cheers. Yes, next race.
Next race.
That was Mr. Wex in the Renault sharing with us his experience out of the Bahrain GP. He is still racing out there, but due to issues in terms of network as well as a couple of shunts here and there, he did fall back to the back of the pack. Let's take a look at what they're doing in terms of tires. All the front runners, top 4 are on hards, 2 laps to go. Safety car doesn't seem like it's gonna come out. Let's hope not. We don't want carnage. But we do want wheel-to-wheel racing. That's what we're here for. Alfa Romeo is closing in quite a bit. Half a second off the race leader. It's closing in quite a bit. Let's take a closer look. Big man Joe is pushing. He'll be able to get the jump. Gouts ahead. Drunken Monkey is gonna try and unlap Gouts. Soon will this be an opportunity for Big Man Joe to strike, accelerate. Meanwhile, 14 seconds off of Big Man Joe, so he's got a lot to make up in 2 laps, which doesn't seem realistic unless there's a safety car out and about. Rusty Nish in the softs has considerably closed that gap with Vix 356, but he's still off 5 seconds, which is never ideal. Drunken Monkey has unlapped Gouts, so did Big Man Joe. Has lapped Gouts. Big Man Joe close, 2 laps to go. Could we see some wheel-to-wheel? Sure. Gouts trying to unlap himself. Nope, doesn't have the pace. DS Aditya has gained positions. Like I said, he's made best use of those softs. Unlike Rusty Nish, he has Gouts closing in on Setram C. Setram C is real close to Thunderbird. Could he take the jump in a couple of laps? Huge gaps in the midfield, like you can see on the map. Yep, Big Man Joe's fighting for the lead. Yep, they're fighting. Ooh, Drunken Monkey just lost. Oh, he's wrestling with the car. Big Man Joe takes the lead once again at the penultimate lap of this race. Drunken Monkey's gonna try and put up a fight, but with that 1 second lead, doesn't seem likely. Yep, Big Man Joe. This could be 3 seasons of Bwoah Racing League. Our first season, streaming it live. You know, having me on. Big Man Joe has a connection issue. It says he's left the session. How unfortunate. Drunken Monkey will take the race lead at the penultimate lap. Super unfortunate for Big Man Joe. Yep, he's got issues, connection issues. It's things like this that make you cringe, and it's super annoying because it's out of our hands, right? It's the internet. So that's the one factor which we do not have control over most of the time in esports, in the Bwoah Racing League. Drunken Monkeys, everything's played conveniently in his favor. He will be starting the final lap soon because of Big Man Joe's issues. That 2 second, the more than 2.5 second gap, almost 3 seconds now, puts Drunken Monkey in a formidable position to take the race to win. 1 lap, last lap, we get into the final lap of the Bahrain GP. Drunken Monkey is in the race lead. Big Man Joe unfortunately has cut off due to network issues, but will he be able to hold on to that podium position? Accelerate, this is his time to shine. This is his moment to push that Toro Rosso to the absolute limit, but 14 seconds seem to be impossible right now considering it's the final lap. Yep. No matter what happens, even though Big Man Joe is being run on AI right now, and due to the fact that he got cut off, that 13-second lead is too big to close in on. Accelerate will have to finish P3 unless Vix 356 actually closes the gap. It's highly unlikely, and even if the safety car does come out on the last lap, there's going to be no difference. But this man, Drunken Monkey, he has positioned his car perfectly at the Bahrain GP to take the race win, qualifying in the top 5 and getting the race win is quite commendable. I remember talking to him in the post-race chat after the Australian GP. He had set the fastest lap. Right now, UK has set the fastest lap in Bahrain, and he's coming on the mid-straight. And yep, that is a win for the Racing Point team. Drunken Monkey takes P1. Big Man Joe takes P2 after an unfortunate disconnect of the internet. Accelerate will take P3. Fantastic. Drunken Monkey, formidable race. Big Man Joe in P2. Really unfortunate, but gets a podium. Accelerate, well positioned, gets a podium finish from race start to race finish. P3 had a little bit of mix up, of course, but started P3, ended P3. That's ideal. Vix 356 P4 with his teammate taking the win would be ideal for Racing Point. Rusty Nish strategy didn't really work out for him, but it's okay. In the top 5 should be quite the rack up of points for McLaren. UK in the hearts. Formidable drive. P6 Freeze coming in. His main straight out the last corner will take P7 Thunderbird coming in to the main straight soon, approaching the final corner. Ramsey, will he take a dive down? Will he? Nope. No, he can't get. He doesn't have the pace to overtake Thunderbird. Gouts connection lost again, unfortunate, and that's the end of the Bahrain GP. Quite the race, of course. A much different one compared to the Australian GP. Drunken Monkey takes the win. I think everyone can agree what happened there with Big Manager was unfortunate, but well deserved for Drunken Monkey. He drove incredibly well, takes the win in Bahrain. It's going to be a fantastic chat with him. He was pretty much predicting this. He was really edging for a win after getting the fastest lap. We will see you in the post-race chat.